Welcome back to Interviews of Alchemy, y'all. I got a special guest, Dawn, the IT guru. Okay. Listen.
Okay.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
No problem.
Yeah.
So, not only is Dawn in IT, she's a notary public for real estate.
Just people buying, selling, anything, in real estate. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how did you get into that?
Okay, so basically, I've been trying to get into real estate for like a really long time. So this was like, I wanted to be in real estate like 2019. Like I had bought my course online to get my agent, license and everything. So I'm going through it, and it's just like it was not working. Especially like online, like I'm not really that good, as far as my attention span. So like I'm online doing it, it's just not working. So I kind of like stopped messing with it, and then COVID hit. So we was eating good as hell off the unemployment.
Okay.
Like all of that kind of, I went to Atlanta. I was gone. Like, I was just down there doing whatever I wanted to do. You feel me? Trying to, just do the event stuff. Like I was doing other things. Just real estate went on my mind. I'm like, I don't want to really be an agent. I just want to get my foot into the door so like I can figure something out and get some seed money going and stuff like that. So after that money dried out for the unemployment, I had to go get a job. So like I'm like, oh, here we go, back to this. So I'm working or whatever, and then I'm like, let me just pick up the agent course again. Okay. So I'm going through the course, and then I started looking. I'm like, what do agents do when they ain't making no money? So then I looked it up, and it was like they do notary closings or whatever. I'm like, notary closings, what is that? So then I started looking into it, and they was like just saying it's not even that hard to get your license and everything. So, and then people make 6 figures in there. So I'm like, let me go see what they're talking about over there. So, I got my commission. Once I got my commission, I took a course called LSS, is Loan Signing Service. Took his course. It teach you, you don't have to take it, but I recommend it just because you can learn it on your own, but it's a lot of stuff that you would want to have, taught to you. So I'm looking through it, you're going through loan documents, you're going through the process of like how to get loan closings and stuff, because it's like you got to be on these signing services or you got to go out to title companies and market yourself for real. So, but I did the signing service part. I didn't get that far to title because I did pivot with the tech. So, but it, it was good, start in. I actually love doing it just because I would be at so many different houses, going to meet so many different people, and it's like, you got regular people, but majority of the time I'm dealing with people who are rich as hell. Like, just period. So like I'm just seeing different things. I'm seeing different people. They giving me, inside tips. They giving me their number and stuff. Like, keep my number if you need anything. I'm into this. I'm into that. So I'm like, cool. Like I'm networking and stuff like that. And then it's just sometimes I get bored, so I'm doing it and I'm doing it and I'm getting real stagnant because now it's like I'm making good money, but gas is rising, everything going up, everything just was going up. Inflation was crazy, and they're not going up on the signing prices either. So it's like I'm making the same money, but I'm paying more in gas. So it's like, bro, I'm not about to keep. I'm not about to keep doing this, dude. Like this gas, I'm eating all my money away. Like, come on, bro. So I'm like, so I got back into like working a 9 to 5 again. So I went to the hotel. I got a job at a hotel because I did a closing for somebody. He owned the hotel. So I'm like, bro, if you need some workers, like I can do it part time because I still want to do the notary stuff. And I'm like, I still need another job, bro. Like, this one income ain't working. So so I started working at the hotel for a little bit, and then about last year July, I was I'm turning 23 or whatever. So I'm young, right? But I'm like, something has to give. Like I felt like I was going nowhere fast. I'm, and I know I'm into the real estate. I know I'm doing the notary stuff, so I know I'm not going nowhere fast in reality. But in my mind, I'm like, bro, you need to figure something out. Like you need to be settled because I was, hopping around trying to find different, outlets and different things, and it just got to a point where I just wanted stability for real. So I'm like, what can I do? And I'm like, I need some corporate money. Like, I need to go get my degree or something at this point. Like, I need some corporate money. So, yeah, around my birthday, I hit my friend up, or he might have called me. I really don't know how we got, on the phone or whatever, but I had noticed he wasn't on social media for like a few months. And I always know, like, when we get into our things, we kind of, duck off or whatever. So I peeped him. I'm like, bro, I know you over there doing something. Bro. Like, what you over there doing? Like, what you on?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So he had told me about the tech stuff, and it was so crazy because I was, I'm on Twitter or whatever, and, there's so many different sections of Twitter.
Yes.
Man, there's so many different sections of Twitter. So I'm on there, and I'm like, tech, I'm seeing it, tech. I'm like, bro, I need to get some tech money, like, no cap. So it was so weird that when I called him, he was telling me, I'm about to do a tech program. I'm like, sign me up right now. Like, I'm not about to waste no game. I don't care what it is, bro. Whatever you're doing, I'm doing it. Like, bro, talking money. So he ended up sending me, the app or whatever. I applied. It's a program called Empower, and they have them. They're expanding. I know they're in a few different states, though. I don't know. Don't quote me. I don't know. Yeah. But if you want to look it up, it's called empower.org. And they just they're helping minorities, though. Ooh, okay. Like, it's a more minority-driven program. I'm not saying that you have to be a minority, but it is definitely driven to help people who, look like us. Mm-hmm. So, they got a whole bunch of sponsors like Bank of America and all of them. They put hundreds of millions of dollars into the program and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's a free program. You ain't got to pay for nothing. Damn. It is. I think the schooling is probably worth about $7,000. Tuition type stuff if you want to really add it up. But it's a free program. You just have to get in it. Like they have to make sure that they got to vet you. So you got like 2 interviews. And I just feel like it's not more so on the interview side or the application side. It's not more so of like your credentials or what you have or what you can do. It's like if you want to learn and they see that you want to be here, like you gonna get in there. So it's like 2 interviews, boom, and then it's about a 16 to 18 week course. It just kind of depends on how you do it.
Is it live or self-paced?
It's live. It's Monday through Friday. They got 2 classes. They got a 9 a.m. to 1, and then they got a 2 to 6. Okay. Yep. So Monday through Friday I think we started in August and we ended in December. Mm-hmm. Yep. So you're going through. They got the ITF cert, which is a basic cert, and then they got the A+ cert, which is another basic cert, but it's definitely more accredited than And then they got Google Project Management certification and the IT support certification, and then they also do a professional development thing as well. So it's like you get 1 day a week where you just, instead of being on the technical side, you learning how to tweak your resume, you learning how to do market yourself, how to do mock interviews. So they bring in people to do mock interviews with people, and I didn't realize like how much I knew and then how much I still needed to go. But it was good seeing that even though I wasn't in college or in a a real good job at the time, it was like I know how to be professional at the same time, you know what I mean? So it's like I knew that the notary stuff and everything I've done before that kind of carried me, through that stuff. So when I'm interviewing, they like, you out cold. Right. Like, you got it. Like, and it's some people, it's just, it's not their thing. It's not their thing. So it was like, it just was good to, be able to see, different sides of it. Cause it's like, I was happy to see them get that help and be able to get, because a lot of it go from 18 to 25. So you have some people who are older than me, and you have some people who are younger than me, and I'm just, even the people that were older than me, they still didn't know what they were doing or still didn't know a lot about that side of it. And it was like, that is so important, especially in our community, to have that, because it's like, not saying that we don't carry ourselves in a certain way, but it's like, I know that professional side will go a very long way if you don't have that technical side. Like I got I don't have the technical. I got the soft skills out there.
Okay, Zoom, that part. Yeah,
like I could talk to you. You feel me? I can have a conversation about a lot of different things because I know about a lot of different things. Mm-hmm. So that part was amazing too. And then they also set you up with jobs. So they got people that they're connected with and can get you into a job or internship. And so it's so crazy because I really believe in manifestation, right? As everybody should, right? So, but I don't realize that I really manifested something until like 6 months later. I'm like, because I'm doing a program, and I remember they was talking about interns and jobs, and I was like, I don't care what it is, what I'm doing, I'm going to get an internship. Like, I don't care type stuff. like, off rip. So we going through it, and then finally we get to that part of it. And so they had an internship for the state of Michigan. So I'm like, I don't even know if I got the qualifications. I'm still apply. Like, I don't even care. So applied for it, and they it was actually 2 departments that hit me up. It was DTMB and then DHHS, which is like the health services. Yeah. So they do like the My Login and My Bridges and all of that type stuff. So I put my application in, and I interviewed with the DHHS, and I kind of wasn't feeling them because like they wasn't really clear on what they wanted to do, or they was like, well, we kind of got to talk to them, but this was like a first round interview, and I'm like, so in my head I'm getting discouraged. I'm like, man, I knew this was about to be some BS. Like, y'all playing with me. So then I get on with DTMB, and he's like, I personally like set this interview up because I wanted you to be here because I seen your resume, I seen what you had and all of that. So but it was so crazy because I ain't gonna lie, I BS. I had on a hoodie and everything because I was so mad about the first one. I had dressed up. I'm like, man, this state of Michigan, you feel me? Like, I'm about to come in and look, presentable. And they hold me like that. They wouldn't, for me, it just felt like they didn't take it serious. So when I got on there, I had on a hoodie or whatever. I'm like, bro, I don't even care at this point no more. This seems like some BS. So I'm talking to them, and I realized that they were really, like, interested in me. And he's like, what you want to do? Like, he wasn't just like beating around the bush. He like, bro, if you want to work, I can get you some work. I see, you do events and you already coordinate, a little, little stuff. So he like, I could put you in here as an intern and we could get you going. But it's like, if this is what you want to do, you know what I mean? So I'm like, bet. Like, he like, I don't care you got on the hoodie or whatever. You came in looking whatever. I'm like,
like that ain't the first impression I'm trying to get.
I'm like, no, because really, like, my first impressions are everything. But it's just, like I said, I was so discouraged by the first one that it kind of pissed me off. So I'm like, but even then, it's like, if you got a mouthpiece on you, it don't really matter, what you wearing. Like, they want you, they want you. So they like, bet, project coordinator, internship, you'll start in January. I'm like, say less. Hey. So I'm working. So at the same time that he got me onto the Empower stuff, he got me into a technical job too. So in the technical job, I'm doing like troubleshooting and stuff like that for healthcare employees. Okay. So I'm on the phones and stuff. So also that's why I'm like, I gotta get whatever I can get out of this because I don't want to be on these phones no more. I was so sick of call center. Like it's bro, customer service is such a man. I'm like, I gotta get out of here. So. So anyways, I was just saying all of that to say, like, in the beginning, coming into it, even though I had the call center job, I'm like, I don't care, bro. I'm not going to be here after this. I'm like, I'm going to be somewhere, 6 months, away from here. So, and then I started the job in January, so it wasn't quite 6 months. I think it was like 4 or 5 months, but it's like, I told you, like, I don't be playing. Like, when I say I'm going to do something, I'm really going to do it. Yeah. I don't care how it is. I don't care what it is. I don't care if I know how I'm going to get to it. I just know it's at the end, and I'm here, so I just got to figure out how to get there.
Big Leo energy.
Okay. Big Leo. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, I swear to God, I don't be care what it is, or I don't care about the path. It's like, I know I'm going to get there. I just got to figure it out. So, yeah, like, that's enough. Find myself doing that in a lot of things. Like, I think about something and be like, I don't care, I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna do it, and then find myself, a few months later or even a couple years later doing the very thing that I said I was gonna do. So it's like I said, I kind of didn't realize how much manifestation really plays a part into it, until I started looking back. So
now breaking down that manifestation part though, so because a lot of people have a problem with manifestation. And sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. But when I look at it hindsight, a lot of the times I'll be like, all right, I thought about this. I said I wanted it and I forgot that shit. But like, I kept going towards it and not even realizing it. But when I focus on it, like, no, I want this real bad. I'm going to do it, yada, yada. I don't manifest right. So how does it work for you?
Sometimes I do manifest the wrong things. Like, I want something so bad, and it's like, this is probably not even what you really wanted for real. Like, even going with my car, like, I lost my car, a few months ago, to an accident or whatever, and I had did so much to get that car. You know what I mean? And I worked really hard to get it, but it probably wasn't the best time to do it. Okay. So even though I got it, like, I got it, I didn't have it for a year, so it was just like, it's gone as fast as I got it. So it was like, I kind of be looking at situations like that, like, maybe that was like a God, like trying to tell you, like you didn't even really need that right then and there, so it just happened the way it happened, or like, you know. So I kind of, you know, am on both sides of the fence. Like you can manifest good things and you can manifest bad things too, but you're not even realizing that you manifesting something for yourself that you don't really need. You just want it so bad.
Yeah.
You want it so bad. Like everything's not meant for you, bro.
That
like,
part.
or at least not in that way.
Or at that time.
Or at that time. And all the signs was there. All the signs was there.
I'll be just ignoring the red flag. Like,
nope,
I want that.
don't want to hear that. This is what I want.
Okay.
I'm going to get it by any means necessary.
That part.
But it's trials and tribulations. I like to learn the hard way. So
Same.
I got to put my head a couple times. Yeah.
Yes.
That's just how it is. And I've had to accept that. Like, you're going to do stuff the hard way. And I just feel like that's what it is in life. Like, some people just get it like that. Like, and I don't, you know, I don't cry about it. Like, that's just how I like to learn, bro. Leave me alone. I just figure it out.
That part. I swear, I was just telling my homeboy, like, listen, I found out, because a lot of people go around in life like, I can't wait till life is easier, yada, yada. I'm like, life ain't easy for me. It's mostly trial and tribulation. Then you get a little bit of peace in between. But otherwise, I'm ready for it. Like, at this point, it's like, all right, I know it's coming. All right, cool. Let's move on. I ain't about to dwell or cry, no shit like that. Get through it and get on.
You just got to get through it. Also, you also have to define what easy and hard is, because your easy might not be easy to somebody else, or your hard might not be hard to somebody else. Something that you might think that's, you know, hard might not be hard to them. They might get through that shit like that. So it's like, you know, but also at the same time, it don't really matter if it's easy or hard. At the end of the day, you got to look at what it is and what are you going to do about it.
Yes.
I don't really have time to focus on things being hard or easy or bad or sad, or, you know, having my feelings. I need solutions. I'm solution oriented. I just was telling somebody that today. Like, I hate somebody who complains. Like, I'm not saying you can't talk about your problems and you can't talk about this, but after we finish all of that, what are we doing? And it's like, my attention span or like my patience is so short with stuff like that, because it's like I can only talk about negativity for so long. Or like I don't complain. Like when stuff happen to me, I don't sit there and just dwell and, you know, wallow and just put it on blast and make somebody else feel it. Because at the same time, I already know you going through your stuff, so it's like, one, you can't help me with my problems. Because my problems don't nobody be able to help me with. It's like my problems are for me. So it's like, and I feel like that's with everybody, but because people be so dependent, they're gonna make their problem somebody else's problem. So it's like, but I've never been like that. Like, you know, I've just always tried to figure stuff out on my own. I need to lean on somebody, I will, but it's like, it's not too often that I do that, or I even have the opportunity to do that. So even when I would need to lean on somebody, I can't. So it's like, what the?
I guess
I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Exactly.
Like, so I kind of make everything just for me. Like, regardless if it's hard, easy, I'm gonna get it done. I don't care.
I give myself a time frame. If it's something that really upsets me, I give myself anywhere between like 20 minutes and maybe 6 hours to just complain, wallow, do whatever I gotta do.
Absolutely, you need that time.
And then after that, it's like, all right, now what the fuck we gonna do?
What are we doing? You definitely need that time to like figure out what's going on and to really just take it all in. Like, I think with my car, like, I couldn't though. Like, I tried. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I think I sat down, probably cried for like 2 seconds. Like, no cap. I mean, I was like, bro, this so crazy crying. And then I was like, all right. And I was done. I was done with it. Like, literally, like, it took me like 5 minutes to get over it, because it was like, you know, of course, I'm still gonna feel a certain way about it, but it's like, it's literally nothing I can do about that situation. So it's just like, bro, move on, bro. You are going to fuck yourself if you don't.
You also said something about professionalism that I want to get back to, because let me tell you. All right, so, you know, not to rag on us as people, but I've noticed in a lot of customer service jobs, now one, post-pandemic, I understand people got short tempers. They done been through all types of mental health crises and all types of stuff. So I get it. But at some point, you got to leave that shit at the door and turn your professional face on.
Absolutely.
So it's like, what is your experience with our culture in customer service and professionalism? And some advice you may have.
I think I think that a lot of times we put our feelings into it. We get too emotional about stuff when it's just business.
Mm-hmm.
Like customers, especially when you're a business owner. Like if you own your own business, you don't get to just have bad customer service just because you own it.
Right. Exactly.
Like that's just simple. Like at the end of the day, you have to just be a good person too.
Mm-hmm.
Like some people aren't just good people. They're very argumentative.
Mm-hmm.
Some people like they just have those type of characteristics where they don't, care about authority. They don't care about this. They don't care about that.
Yep.
They just want some money.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and if you're not providing that, even if you are providing that money, they go still. You feel me?
Yeah.
Talk to you any your kind of way, or just treat you any kind of way. And it's like, where did we get the idea that was okay? And it's like, black business, black business, black business, right? You see that everywhere, but it's like if we were to go into Walmart, Target, anywhere, any business chain, anything, and they were to be rude to us, we are going to have a problem with it.
Yes.
We are going to have a problem with it. So it's like, why do you think we're not going to have a problem with you just because you're black?
Exactly.
Bro, I don't care about that, honestly. And all that black business stuff really don't mean anything to me either, because at the end of the day, I just want to be a business. Like, I get, we out here, we, in numbers, but it's like at the end of the day, you still are a business.
Yes.
So I think my advice, me personally, I don't take stuff personal. Like, even when I was working at the hotel, or even when I was doing a notary, like, some people used to be really upset about, stuff that was going on in the closing, and it's like, at the end of but they weren't mad at me. It's like,
the situation.
The situation. Yeah. So it's like, they get a little heated, and I'm like, bro, we ain't got to do this. And like, no, like, I'm going to do it. I'm still going to sign. I'm like, just let me know.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
I'm not taking it personal. They're like, no, I'm not yelling at you. I'm like, I know you ain't yelling at me. I know that. I'm good. So it's like, when I be having them, irate people and stuff like that, I don't pay them no mind. Like, it's really not that deep to me. Like, I ain't gonna let nobody disrespect me, of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, all that talking and stuff, like, that don't really faze me, bro. Like, you could talk all day, bro, honestly. You're gonna be mad regardless. Like, there's nothing I can say or do to change that.
Yeah.
But, for me not to give you that same energy, I have to just remove myself from that, situation. Like,
yes.
This is just a job, dude. Like, I don't have to be here.
It's
like, man, I'm gonna quit.
That part.
I'm gonna quit. I don't have to put up with this. Are y'all serious? I don't care if you're customer, boss.
Okay.
Man, I don't care. I will leave.
Man, that's one thing. I feel like that mindset is so empowering too, because a lot of people get these jobs and be trapped. Like, they get this scarcity mindset, like, I'm never gonna get a job like this again. Yada, yada. Oh, I can't leave. Yada. Yes, you can. It's a choice.
Do whatever you want.
Everything in life is a choice.
It's a choice. And I can get a job as fast as I lost that one. I can get another one the next day.
That part.
I don't care. I don't understand why people are like, they can't get a job. I can get a job.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get a job, bro. Like, but the thing is, like, people don't even want to work either. So once they get comfortable and content, they want to be into it. They want to just stay there. But it's like, that's just never been me. So I think I find it easier to just leave, than to just stay and be somewhere I'm unhappy. Like, I'm never doing that.
Yeah.
I don't care how broke I am. I don't care what's going on. I am not going to be unhappy.
Yes.
Period. Like,
that part. No job, no nothing is worth
money
your
is gonna
sanity
make
and
me
peace.
Yeah, it made me do something I don't want to do, bro. Like,
Exactly.
I feel it in my soul when it's something not right. It's like, bro, I don't care.
Exactly.
I'm gone.
I done got in trouble at so many jobs because I sounded the alarm on something that didn't sit right with me. And it's like, people like, why you say that? You can't say that. Yada, yada. Yes, the fuck I can.
What you mean I can't say that?
Like,
what y'all got going on over there?
Right. Because I can and did.
Yeah, did.
And what you gonna do? Like, okay, like, you not gonna stop me. I can leave.
Absolutely,
so
I can leave.
Like,
y'all need me, and honestly, y'all don't, because y'all gonna find somebody else anyway.
Exactly.
So it's like, I ain't even hurting the business, bro.
Exactly.
Like, some people be feeling bad. What y'all feeling bad for?
Exactly.
They're gonna replace you, bro. Immediately.
Your position gonna be on Indeed, ZipRecruiter, all that shit by the end of the business day.
And people do all of that. They want to save a job so hard and work so hard, and they will fire you in the next breath.
Yes.
They don't like you, bro.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be that type of person, like, oh yeah, I want to be in a family type work environment, all that stuff. And then I got a job at this marketing agency, and I got hospitalized. I was in the hospital for 3 weeks. My boss kept texting me like, when you coming back? When you coming back? This nigga did not ask me, was I okay? Not one time.
Wow.
But our other manager had got sick, And they were all like, oh, we got to send her flowers and a card and we got to check on her every day. But y'all ain't give a fuck about Andrea, though. No. It's when you coming back. So I had to text him like, hey, yo, stop reaching out to me. If you need answers, contact HR because she know everything. Mm-hmm. Don't text me no more.
Don't text me no more.
And so when I got back, they set me up something scandalous. Like, I was in accounts payable. They was paying all my accounts to wrong people, wrong vendors, all that shit. And I had big accounts like Macy's and Reckitt Benckiser, Johnson & Johnson, all of them. So I'm getting calls back like, you paid us the wrong check, yada, 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 like send our stuff back. I ended up working for a month, 4 hours extra every night, unpaid, just to make everything right. And I was like, I ain't never doing this shit again. And I still got fired at the end of the day.
You still get fired.
The day he fired me, he said, you don't seem happy and grateful about the opportunity we gave you. I said,
that's the most disrespectful thing anybody could say to me. You think I give a fuck about you, dude? I could have left so long ago. It's making me hot. Okay. It's making me hot. What? I would have been looking at him so crazy. Like, bro, what did you just say to me?
Yo, I was so fucking done. I just looked at HR. I'm like, is this okay? And she was like, well, we are an at-will company, so I can't. I'm like, all right, bet. So can I go get my stuff or somebody else go get my shit? Because I gotta go.
So crazy right now. Like at-will job. Okay, I'm about to leave.
Okay, because what the fuck? I was hot about that shit for a hot minute, like
I don't play them games. I don't play them type of games with jobs, dude.
Okay.
I'm about to go. So yeah, so if I don't feel comfortable, bro, I'm leaving.
Yes.
Like I said, it don't matter. I don't care. I really don't care how much money I'm making. I'm about to leave.
Yes. So, cause and then the way karma is set up, and the way like your spirit is right, you gonna attract what you need to attract. Period. Like, cause that good karma gonna come back. You don't have to stay in them little side eye jobs and all that stuff treating you wrong. No, like you put good out in the world, good gonna come back. That's the universal law.
That's the law. And it's like, if you actively working towards something, God see you working, so He's gonna just keep dropping little stuff on you. That's what I'm saying. When I wanted to get into tech, that's what I wanted to do, and I'm like, I need to figure something out. And I got that phone call, you know, and it came through like that. And when you actively looking for opportunity, I ain't know where it's gonna come from. I'm like, bro, I don't know where it's gonna come from, but I know I need some money, and I'm trying to get into this, and it popped up, and I took advantage of it. Immediately got into the tech world, got into a job, and just work kept my head down. I hated the job. I hated it so hard. Even though I was at home, it wasn't even nothing really wrong with the job. It wasn't even nothing wrong with the job, dude. I'm at home 5 days a week. You know what I mean? And granted, I was in school 9 to 1 and then 3 to 11, so I was tired as hell.
Damn.
I was tired as hell. And even before that, I was working training 5 to 1 in the morning and then having to get up and go to class 9 to 1 type stuff. So it was hard. Like, it was hard maintaining that. But, even after that, it's like, hey, I hate this job. Like, I don't care. I don't like it. It's not sitting well with me. You know what I mean? I got off my phone. I got into a really good position. And, yeah, I'm good now. You know what I mean? And I'm just, I know this is something, now this is an opportunity that I got to be grateful for. Yeah. Somebody can't just come and tell me that and act like they just big, you feel me? No, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Can I define if this is a great opportunity for me or not? And if I should be grateful or not? The hell? Especially when I know I'm working hard. Like, exactly. So this is definitely an opportunity I'm grateful for. But you ain't about to just tell me I got to be grateful. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, it's good though.
That's what's up. So now, I see you speaking at conferences and whatnot.
Yeah, I did my first little conference.
Okay, tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so Empower did a Women in Tech event. And so they just, at first, I thought they was hitting me up to like come to it. So I told them, one of my instructors from Empire, he's like, do you want to do this event? Yeah. But in my head, I just thought he was asking me to do it. So then a month went by and I didn't hear nothing about it. And so they hit me and was like, hey, we heard you wanted to be a guest speaker on the panel. I'm like, I didn't know we were doing that, but absolutely I would do it. So yes, I was excited, you know what I mean? And so they brought me on with like 5 other people, I think it was. They were way older than me. So I get on the stage, I'm all intimidated. I'm like, bro, these guys got like 30 years. Even though I know my part in the panel discussion was to be the newbie, it still be a little intimidating seeing all of these folks here with 30 years worth of experience, and I don't really, I just got into it 6 months ago. So it's like, I honestly, I don't really have too much but to share my journey, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, I'm getting there, but yeah, so it was decent though. Like, everybody was real receptive, you know, and like real welcoming. So, and they actually wanted to hear what I had to say. So I was like, I like it. And then also, one of the people who are in Empower now, I actually brought on from like the dojo or whatever. So I had, you know, let her know what I was doing. I didn't know she was gonna do it. So when I got there, she was there. I'm like, bet.
What's up?
I'm like, bet. Like, I didn't even know you was coming here. I didn't know you did the program at all. So it just, it really made my heart so warm to see that, because I'm like, I don't care if I told 1,000 people about this opportunity. As long as one person knew it, like, that's good with me, bro. Because it's like, that's a difference. Like, you can't tell me I'm not making a difference. So, you know, so it was good to see that. And then, like, you know, so we had the panel discussion. Everybody's talking, giving their, you know, perspectives and, you know, advice and stuff. Then I get on there and, you know, I felt like it was good to hear from my perspective, because I'm young, and it was younger people in the audience. So it's like, we, you know, after the thing, they talking about, like, we could really relate to. Like, it was hard relating to them because they 30 years, you know, into the thing. Like, we want to know what's going on right now. And I'm like, that's exactly why they brought me on here, because it's like, you can see that 6 months, like I said, 6 months ago, I was working a freaking call center job. I work for the state. So it's like, it really can happen. You just have to want it. You have to want to work for it. So, you know, that's just really what it was. So, did the little panel and ended up, you know, mingling and stuff, and everybody called me by my name like I'm famous. I'm like, you guys know me? Like, you know what I mean? Then they had breakout rooms, so I guess somebody was looking for me because he wanted to, because I started talking about government contracts and stuff like that, and I think he's into like staff augmentation, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Tony works for a company that does the staff augmentation, because he told me he places people for project manager positions. He does that, and I think that's the type of company he works for. So he was showing me all this. So he was trying to put me onto some sauce for real. So, I ended up connecting with him. And, so I'm trying to get some stuff going on with him, because he was talking about the money. He's trying to show me, you know, he's showing me all the contracts, because, you know, you get paid a certain amount or whatever, but if you're a contractor, it's different. It's 1099. You know what I
negotiate, and you got that freedom.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm a contractor technically, because I'm an intern. So I know I'm a student, but I'm seeing 40, 50-year-olds with contractor on the end of their stuff, and I'm like, well, why are you a contractor? Why are you not fully, you know, into the state for real? Why are you not just DTMB employee? Why are you DTMB contractor? What are you doing? So he started showing me the list and stuff, started showing me the numbers. I think for project manager 1, you making, that's on the first level. It said $84 an hour. 84. I'm not getting paid that. I'm an intern, granted, but even when they show you the chart of what you could start making at P9, P11, whatever it is, once they bring you in, it ain't even half that. I'm like, but what it is the companies come in, they get that contract for the 84, and then they contract it out to you for whatever they want to do, so they can get their money. And they doing, and that's hourly. It's not like they just making $84 or $50, whatever it is, flat. They getting that hourly. So whatever you making, you feel me? That's what they gonna make. You feel me? And they doing it with all of these different managers, placing all of these people in these different positions and stuff like that. So he was trying to tell me, you know, like really get in, you know, into that, and you know, figure some stuff out, because you know I'm already at the state level. So. But he was talking so fast. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to keep up with you, but I don't know what you're saying to me right now. Like, I mean, and he's showing me emails. He's like, da-da-da-da-da, and then he going back and forth, all these apps on his phone trying to show me, like, trying to put me hip. I'm like, I'm like following you, but I don't know what you do. I still don't know what he do. He hit me up on LinkedIn, like, I'm telling you, because he, you know, showing me, like, this is what it is. Like, Jim just laid up all of that, so they need people to fill these, and I'm like, I hear you. Still don't know what you're talking about, dude. So I got to sit down with bro, because he really was trying to put me on to some stuff for real. But, Yeah, so, conference was good. And they just actually hit me up again to ask me if I wanted to do the graduation.
Hey.
So they want me to speak at the graduation, so I'm going to do that too, as alumni. So,
yes.
Yeah, so I'm trying to, build my appearances up, because I know that it's very important to network, and I know that it's very important to just be in that space, because you never know who you're going to meet.
Yeah.
And it's good to just be in that space. Like I said, like, it's that professionalism part is big, and that was one of the things we talked about at the event or whatever. Like, one of the guys on stage, he was like on the room, and that's one thing that I feel like, me personally, I know how to do.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I started doing ballet, I have a manager named Nicole, and she's like head honcho, like don't fuck around, like you do not want to be on her bad side. Like she's real, like strong minded, like she don't play that. She will cut into you.
Yeah.
Quick fashion in a hurry. I'm not playing with you. But she never was like that with me, because she told me, like, after, she made me a supervisor, like 2 weeks of me being there.
Damn. That's
no, I'm not playing with you. So it's like, she told me, like, when you first walk into my office, you just commanded respect. So it's like, I'm 19. So once she told me that, I'm like, well, I have to do that everywhere I go, anywhere I am. So I just felt like, even doing the notary stuff, when I'm walking into these places, they looking at me, and I was telling them at the conference, I'm like, you see my name, it say Dawn Stanford. You don't think you're going to get me when you see Dawn Stanford on your screen, on your call. When I call, I'm talking, I'm setting up the appointments, all of that. When I show up to that doorstep, it's a whole nother story. These are, I think 90% of my clients were white folks, right?
Damn. Yeah.
And probably 50% of that, they were old.
No.
So, I'm already knowing. I'm like, bro, they're going to try me so hard in here. I'm like, they're going to try me so hard. And they never did, though.
Wow.
They never did. Them white folks loved me.
Hey.
They loved me. They like, I cannot believe you this young doing this. Okay. And I'm like, bro, I can't believe it either. I can't believe it either. So, and I used to eat it up. I used to eat all that up. Like, feed me all of the, you feel me, information, all the praise and all of that. Because they, they just really excited to see, just not only just, a young person in general. Because, that was coming right off of COVID. Yeah. So they was all like, oh, these mother don't want to work. Like, they all bums, lazy. They were mad. You know what I mean? So they were really mad. So they're like, it's so good seeing somebody out here working and da da da. So I'm like, yeah. And I'm black too. And not only that, I look how I look. I dress the way I dress. So it's like, you already know off rip. Like, I have so many different things that could just throw you off in general. So it's like, they never got thrown off that they love me.
I love it. Yes.
Of course, it was a shock factor at first because they didn't know. But once I sat down and I started talking to them, they're like what? Like I said, keep my number. Call me if you need me type stuff. I'm like, bro, don't say that to me because I will.
Oh, that part.
Because when I need you, I'm not playing with y'all. I'm going to call y'all.
Okay.
These investors.
Yes.
This is folks who really got money. This one lady telling me, bro, she always telling me to come to her house. She's an older lady and they live like somewhere off Telegraph, like Bloomfield. And it's a beautiful house. Like, they got an indoor pond that goes through their house. I'm like, damn. She's like, you have to come see it in the summertime. I'm like, bro. Like, so yeah, so I just was saying, like, own the room, like, that's so important, like, and command respect. Like, when you walk into a place, like, people have to want to respect you. People have to want to, give you, something, what I mean? Because people walk all over you. Or they'll overlook you. Not even have to walk all over you. They would just overlook you and think that you're not about anything. So it's like, I am definitely trying to build up my appearances and build up, the spaces that I'm in, because I know that all I need is to be in a room. Like, I'm going to do what I got to do.
You're going to work what you need to work.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I just got to get in front of the right people.
Yes.
I tell everybody, like, just put me in front of the right person, bro. You're not going to be disappointed.
That part.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
So.
Yes. I feel like that's, you could develop that over time.
You can.
It takes some time, but the ones who naturally got it,
it come way easier. From and it's not Because don't get me wrong, when I was on that stage, I definitely had butterflies. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I'm stuttering a little bit, you know, in the beginning, and I'm saying a lot. I watched my video. I'm like
that goes over time.
You know,
yeah.
So I do have to look at it. I do have to get better at public speaking and stuff like that, or just conversation in general, because I don't want to be an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't trying to say every word. But you see how I do
the
it?
awareness though, you got the awareness.
I got it. Hey, I got something. So yeah, just trying to figure that stuff out, because that's gonna come in handy, man. I'm telling you, like being able to work a room is going to get you far.
Yes. Now, speaking of the conferences and public speaking and whatnot, would you want to eventually like host your own conference? Like,
oh, most definitely.
Okay.
Oh, most definitely. I want to put on events for for sure. So, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, where I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna it's gonna get done.
Okay.
So I know there's a few people in the area who are doing these type of things, and I'm just trying to figure out my way into it. Like there's a guy that I used to go to Ferndale with, and I'm almost positive he's in tech, because he posted something about Black Tech Saturday.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I think it's a new event that he's doing.
Hey.
So I definitely want to go in, and see what they got going on and start making that a frequent thing.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, it's just about networking. It's about getting in the rooms. And every time I look stuff up, anything about tech is always virtual. Like, there don't be a lot of tech events in Detroit. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm having a hard time finding in-person networking events for tech. But once I can, get into the realm, see what it's about, I definitely want to host some type of event or conference or whatever, to get more people into tech, because it's a very small amount of black people in tech. I think there's only 8% black people, and out of that, it's only 3% women. Out of the whole industry, 3% black women, 8% overall.
Y'all gotta get us shit. You got me wanting to get this.
And it's money out here. I mean, money. I mean, you could go get a cert, you feel me, and work, and of course you need that experience. So hopefully you can get into a job if you keep building up your search and keep looking, because it's out there.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, you could be making 6 figures in a year or less. In a year or less off of it. It just depends on the route that you go and the stuff that you do, especially the cybersecurity side of it. Cybersecurity is so, man.
Listen, I went back to school, y'all, for a minute for cybersecurity, and I tried to learn that language. I was like,
it's crazy.
Nope, I dropped out. I was like, this is some other type shit.
It's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely crazy, because I wanted to do cybersecurity, and I'm still into it a little bit. But
listen, that's a lot.
It's a lot of info. So that's why I'm on the project coordinator side. So I'm not too technical. I'm not coding. I'm not developing.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything with website. I'm not I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing the UI, XI. I don't even know what that stuff is. I'm doing that design stuff, but I definitely am coordinating as far as like meetings and emails. I'm taking meeting minutes and stuff like that, and then I'm also just like trying to fill it out. So I'm trying to figure out what y'all be doing in here.
Okay.
And I'm in the technology side of it, but DTMB technically, I would say out of all of the separate, I guess branches of the state government, DTMB has the most, I guess, broad job, because they do a lot for everybody.
Okay.
Like for, all of the different sections of the state.
Yeah.
So, and they working with the budgets, they working with the management side, and they're working with the tech side. So
you got a lot of potential move up in there, okay?
It's so much. It's so much. And there's so many different areas that you could be in, as far as like the project coordination side too. And then once I get my PMP though, which is the world renowned certificate for project management, I'm good. I'm going to, what I mean? Because Tony told me.
Okay.
He told me he putting people in jobs for $140,000 a year.
Whew.
And he like, get your PMP. Cause I was asking, I'm like, what you think I should do? Cause I told you know how I get, bro. I get real, stagnant, and then I got that imposter syndrome. So I'm in there, I'm like, and then I'm not gonna lie, the onboarding side of the job was kind of ass for me.
Okay.
Because stuff started rolling so fast that I kind of got lost. And, it's so many people and so many projects going on that they basically started giving me busy work because they didn't have time to really sit down and teach me what project coordination really is. So I'm kind of learning, but they just kind of throwing stuff at me. Yeah. So I started getting irritated too. I'm like, bro, y'all got me doing busy work. Like, I'm not even really learning nothing for real. Then y'all kind of looking at, like, it made me feel like they looking at me like you're not doing nothing. And it's like, I don't have anything to do, and I don't know what to do. Right. I don't even know how to take meeting minutes properly because y'all never told me. And I got 3 different people telling me how they take meeting minutes. But my boss, right, the one that got end all, end all, he wanted done this way. So now his, secretaries and stuff are finally being able to help me and stuff because he recognized like I got lost in the sauce. You know what I mean? But it was for a minute. I'm like, right, see, just another thing, bro. I don't know if I'm gonna last in there because I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I can still do it. Just I don't know if I want to do it here no more type stuff. So once they, and then Tony told me like, get your PMP. I'm like, all right, I'm listening. I'm listening this time. And this is what I wanted. I wanted stability. I wanted to be somewhere where I wasn't on the phones and stuff. Not on the phones. I'm in a lot of meetings all day, but it's better than dealing with people. I ain't gonna lie. It's better than customer service. So, and just like I said, it's a small amount of us at that place. So every time somebody black come in there, they be like, "Gay, okay?" Like they be like, "Bro, I'm so happy you're here right now." Type stuff. Like, dude came over yesterday to my little desk or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, we gotta stick together." Okay. He 50, well, I don't know how old he is, but he look like he's about 50 years old. But he's like, "Hey, you gotta stay here. You need to figure out what they got going on there." And because he like, it ain't a lot of us. He like, "I need you here. We gonna chop it up, but it ain't a lot of us. And I need you to do what you gotta do." And like I said, they be talking real fast to me. But when they get, like, when people get excited, like he was talking to me so fast yesterday, I'm like, bro, like y'all be so excited. They got a purge. It be coming out of them so hard. Like they be so excited to just know that, hey, like we here, we strong, we coming up. He like, we gotta, he like, he asked me how old I was. I'm like, 23. He like, yeah, keep doing what you're gonna do. He like, couple years you about to be rich. I'm like, you ain't gotta tell me. Okay. That part. You know what I mean? So I just, like I said, I'm appreciative. I know what path I'm on now. And I'm just ready to see where tech takes me because it's only the beginning for real. Yeah. And I'm at the bottom, and I'm just slowly working my way up, and I'm observing, I'm peeping stuff. So it's good.
And one thing I need to call out to, you've always been a visionary. Like, I see it, and then you be like, listen, this is what I want. You ain't always got to know how you going to get there. You just got to have that definite purpose, that clarity, and be like, yep, this is where I'm going to end up.
Visionary for sure. Like, I be knowing, like, I know what I want for myself. And it might not even play out the way that I've seen it in my head, but it damn sure be close. Yep. It be close, so it's like visionary for sure. Like, you gotta have your vision. You gotta see yourself somewhere doing something, even if it's not, I don't care what you do. If you want to just do something, just do it. Like, you just gotta do it.
Being black. Do you have any guesses why black people may not be in tech? Like
that was something that they asked at the event. Okay. They wanted to know, like, especially like women and younger people, why do we think it's so low? And I think it's a plethora of things. First, I think it's like it started at home. Like, when you at home for real, that's where you most comfortable. That's where you take it in, most of your information and stuff like that. And it's like, if you don't really have nobody around you, showing you different stuff. Because I know I didn't have nobody around me, telling me that tech was a thing. Like, that's not even, like, a real thing in black households.
Like, for real.
We don't, like, we're not computer geeks. Like, we can be for sure. Like, we, don't get me wrong, we're smart as hell.
Yeah.
But, especially inner city, like, we are more geared towards rapping, basketball, streets, or even trades.
Outdoor
like,
activities.
You know, you know, trades and stuff like that, like carpentry, you know, working on mechanics and stuff like that. So it's like, you don't even think about STEM at all. And then when I was at Ferndale, we had, like, I don't know if we really had STEM programs. I always heard the word STEM. I didn't know what it meant, but that's a problem.
Yeah.
Me as a student and I'm going here, well, I don't know what STEM means. I keep hearing y'all talk about STEM.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Y'all need to speak up and tell me exactly what. I still don't know what STEM means, to be quite honest with you. I know one, I think the M means mathematics. T is technology. I think S is science.
Technology.
What is E? Environment? I don't know.
Engineering and mathematics?
It might be engineering. I don't know. Beats me.
Damn.
Beats me.
And some people be saying STEAM. I'm like, what's the A?
Like, I'm saying anything, no. So, you know what I mean? So, and then, even when I am thinking of STEM, I'm thinking of robotics team. Robots. I don't want to do that. The hell? And all the people that I see that's in robotics, they not my friends.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I was cool with everybody in school. You feel me? Everybody. So it's like, but the nerds are doing that. Like, I don't want to do that right now. Like, we can be cool, you know, any other time. But when y'all get to doing all of that, you know, technical stuff on the robots, on the build stuff, they had a competition. We was cold too.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that. And computer science sounded crazy as hell.
Yeah.
You know, nothing about technology stood out to me at all. Nothing about it. I'm not gonna lie. Until I got into them sections on Twitter and I started seeing like, hey, they make
okay.
And you don't need a college degree.
Yes,
that's what sparked my interest too. You don't need a college degree. It's like, okay, now we getting somewhere, and now it's not. You know, I'm a little bit older now. I'm not so closed-minded as I was, you know, in high school. Even though I've never been like closed-minded, but you know, it's levels to it.
You evolve,
You evolve for real. So I started, you know, branching out, thinking outside the box. And I'm like, you know what? Technology might be a possibility.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But that's just because that's who I am. I'm looking for it. Like I said, and then girls
don't be looking. Yeah.
Girls definitely not looking. Girls want to do hair, makeup, nails.
Oh yes.
They're in the cosmetology field, or they want to do other things. You know what I mean?
A lot of nursing and healthcare.
Nursing, you know, even cooks. You know, they're chefs and stuff. But technology's still not a big thing that's on girls' minds either. It's just it's just one of those things that's just not in your face every day. Like, even though we use our phones every day, we done seen the way technology evolved from phones to TVs to the AI and everything. But it's like, it's still not a big deal for people to want to work in. So, honestly, like I said, it started at home. Like, I feel like if you giving your kid an opportunity to explore different things, and then even telling them, like, you know, like, STEM is out here, you know, like science is out here, you know, technology, and don't have to make it seem so distant. Yeah. I think that'd be, you know, the first thing. And then the second thing was school. Yeah. We got so many, I guess, for at least in the black community, I feel like we got so many schools that we just really don't give a fuck about. Like, we just let them do what they want to do, and it just is what it is. As long as they pass in, or as long as we get through this day, it don't really matter. But it's like, we can vividly see the education in suburban schools in the way that they treat their kids. Yes. But also, it goes down to the community too, because that school has that backing from the community. They all locked in. The parents on the board meetings and all that stuff. Parents is the PTA meetings and stuff like that. Parents don't even come to parent-teacher conference. Exactly. So you got to be involved. So it's like, if you got your community backing you and funding you too, because schools get a lot of money from the state and the government, but them communities fund them schools too. You got donors who are, you know, millionaires, of course, granted. Like, everything trickle down to money, of course. But we got money.
Mm-hmm.
We got money, but we
Yep.
also leave our schools and our cities and our neighborhoods. So it's like you got donors, black donors donating to Groves, probably.
Yeah.
And that's Birmingham. So it's like, I don't see them, donating to whatever,
Osborne, Mumford.
Come on now.
Like,
It's like, you know what I'm saying? No, they're not donating down there. They're shutting them schools down. They don't want nothing to do with them.
Yes.
So it's like, they go down to community school, home, and then it just go down to the person themselves too. Like, you have to want to do it too. Like, you gotta have some type of interest, and it don't even have to be a technical interest. Like, it could even be money interest like this.
Okay, that part.
Bro, you gotta get some money, and this is a great way to get into it. And if you don't want to go the traditional route, if you don't want to do college and stuff like that, get you some certifications. Like, it's not hard, bro. If you don't have the money, bro, get it.
Okay.
You gotta work a job, bro, until you can, afford to get your certs and stuff like that. But it's just it's training out there that's not even that expensive and stuff like that. And then there's these free programs like Empower that'll really help you, get into the field for real. And I think now that there's so many jobs opening up in tech and they don't have enough people to fill them, that's why all these programs are popping up to pay for all of this stuff, because they need people to, be in it. And it's like, of course, white folks gonna do it. So that's why they pushing it on the minorities, because it's like, we keep filling these jobs with white folks, and there's a certain there's a quota they gotta put. They need some people in there. They need some women in there, and they need black folks in there.
Yep.
They need women and black folks. And if you got
10%
both,
Okay.
you double whammy.
Okay.
You're definitely getting in there. So,
yes. And like, that's one thing. Well, two things from that. One, I'm gonna get on AI first before I start talking about money. But like, I feel like this is the prime time to get into tech, because the way AI is, if you let white people form AI, then you're gonna have intrinsic biases. And you are not, we in the afterthought of that. Like, we just on the receiving end. If you in the forefront helping to develop this, you can stop those biases before they even get started. Or you can sound the alarm and be like, nah, that ain't right. Like, let's fix this. So get into it. Be a part of the solution from the beginning. Be a part of the development team. So I feel like with AI, and like, because I use AI now. And let me tell you, ChatGPT, they got me in a chokehold.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't on it just because I'm one of them type of people, like, when stuff drop, like, it take me a minute to get on it, because, like, I don't know why I'm like that, honestly. I just don't hop on it immediately. And it's like, I don't know, I'll probably get on it eventually, but it was freaky to me at first. Like,
same.
It was freaky, so I don't know, I ain't touching it yet. And even AI in general is freaky, but when you think about it, like, AI has always been there. Like, if you think about, when they had OnStar and stuff like that, like in the cars, that was them indoctrinating the AI right then and there. And then now you got the iPhones, and now you got Siri and stuff like that. That's just straight AI. And then not only that, now they doing a facial recognition, and now I don't know if it might have been Detroit where it was a case where somebody got identified incorrectly because of course they were black, and it was a thing, because it's like, we don't look the same. Like, you can't just, you feel me? You can't
one
just
size
think,
fits all.
one size fits all for us. Just how y'all got y'all stuff set up to recognize certain different things about people, that's how it needs to be for us too. So like you said, if we were into AI and we were into all these different things, we would be better off, because we're going to curate it for people who look like us. And we're concerned about the people that look like us. They're not concerned about the people that look like us. And that's not even the worst thing, because it's like, not saying it's not the worst thing. Let me rephrase that. It is the worst thing, right? But I can't really be mad at them for not looking out for somebody else.
They don't resonate or identify with.
We're not culturally together, bro. Like, we have two different cultures, bro. So it's like, of course we gonna look out for us. Of course they gonna look out for them. That's just how life is. It is what it is, bro. But it's like, then you got them people who want them to look out for us, and it's like, we could want that all day. what are you gonna do though?
That part.
You should get in the field
Yes.
and try to figure some stuff out too, instead of just waiting on them to figure some stuff out for us. That don't make sense.
Yep.
I've never been that type.
Be the change you want to see.
Absolutely.
It's a cliche, but it's absolutely true.
It's a cliche, but I love that, and I say that all the time.
Yes.
I have so many like different like posts and stuff like that where I just say that, like, be the change you want to see, bro. Because it's, like you said, cliche, but it's the truest thing in the world. And that's why I was saying, I don't care if 1,000 people, if I send my Empower stuff out to 1,000 people, only one person did it. That's change. Period. You can't tell me it's not. And that one person gonna turn into 5 people.
Yep.
And 5 people gonna turn into 10, 20. It's just gonna be a domino effect. So yeah, it's one person, 2 people, 3 people. It's gonna keep going. So I'm not concerned about it. I'm not, I'm not worried about it. But we got to get these numbers up. Yeah. We got to get these numbers up.
So, last thing I want to touch on, because, well, second to last, you spoke about money and how we need money. I feel like a lot of black people have money trauma. And because a lot of us was raised in the hood, we ain't always have it. And we misappropriate our funds a lot of the time. And some people, like, I even had a complex at one point that I did a self-hypnosis to get over it. But it was like, I felt like I wasn't even deserving of the money. So every time something would happen, I would fumble the bag and self-sabotage right before everything was to transpire, because I'm like, I don't know if I should be having it. That don't even feel right. And so now I done got over it, and I'm like, man, I was done. Like, but I really had a complex with it. But you really can't affect change. Like, you could, listen, I'm a life and wellness coach, right? I could be like, oh, I want to help everybody for free. And then I'm in the poorhouse. Like,
that ain't how life works.
That at all. So I have to charge for my services. We live in a capitalistic society, okay? This is what you got to do. In order to affect change, make that bread.
You gotta play that game.
Exactly. And you only one person. You only have so much time and resources in yourself. If you can pay people and give them money, you are increasing the quality of their lives. You can create a whole ecosystem. And
economics.
Yes.
We don't have no economics in our community. Like, our dollar only stay in our community with like 7 minutes, and then it circulates out into every other community. We don't spend money with each other.
Yeah.
We do not spend money with each other. Even when we try to, you got, like I said, you got these black businesses, bro. Yeah. Like, I want to slap back black business on everything, bro. Like, that's gonna give y'all a bad name. I'm telling you, like, I don't have nothing against black businesses, but you know what it come with when somebody say I'm a black owned business. No cap. Like, I'm just gonna be real about it. Like, I want us to stop saying that, because we black, but we don't hear white owned business. We hear Indian owned business. We don't hear this and that. Like, we have to step away from just being a black business and just being a business, because they think because they black it's gonna get them that far. Bro, I don't care if you black, bro. If you don't have a good business, I don't care if you're black, bro.
Exactly.
It does not matter. And the money is very important because it's a tool. That's all it is. It's just a tool. Like, we can't get wrapped up into numbers, and we can't get wrapped up into how much or what it does to people, because we know, like, the love of money is the root of all evil. Money is not evil.
Thank you for emphasizing that.
Yeah, when you greedy and when you got that in you, like, that's gonna turn you into a whole nother person. But when you can use your money to help somebody, to help your family and put yourself in a better position, I don't see the big issue with wanting to get some money.
Exactly.
People be wanting to think, like, why are you always concerned about money? Money not everything. Money not everything. But money gonna fix some stuff.
Okay.
Money gonna fix my money problems.
Okay.
Money ain't gonna fix all my problems. Money gonna fix my money problems, though. So I can figure out, money gonna give me some therapy.
Yeah, okay.
Y'all wanna talk about therapy, y'all need therapy, how I'm gonna pay for it?
That part.
How I'm gonna pay for it? So it's like, everything come down to money. Like, if we have more money, we'd be able to fix a lot more things, but we got to bring back community. We don't have no community for real. Like, even, in the hood or, like, in the anywhere, like, we don't really be We don't even talk to our neighbors no more.
That part.
We don't talk to our neighbors. We get mad at our neighbors when they in our business.
Yeah.
Somebody could break in your house right now. And
like, that ain't my problem.
That ain't my problem. I don't. What, you turn up on? It's snitching now.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? What does that even mean?
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was about to say I have a plan because I want to acquire a lot of money and then invest in a neighborhood where all of us know each other, and so we actually care. Then when you got people who you know and you care for, you care about your community, you care about your property value, you care about how well manicured it is. You get a neighborhood watch, like naturally. You look out for each other's kids, and that's important because I don't want to just raise my baby in no environment where don't nobody care about her. Like, no, we all look out for each other.
You know, a nut. And they, or like, you know, people starting to raise their kids not like, can't nobody tell you what to do type stuff.
Yes.
They don't like authority, or, you know, they don't respect people and stuff like that. Or, you know, we got, come on now. So you got all of these kids just out here willy-nilly just don't even care about respect in general and don't respect nothing. They don't respect themselves. They don't respect their parents.
Yes.
So it's like, they sitting there doing all this crazy stuff. It's just trickling down, bro. It's just degenerate behavior.
Yes.
Just degenerate. Like, it's the worst stuff I've ever seen in my life, and it's like we doing it to ourselves. Like, it ain't racism no more.
No.
It's not racism no more.
Yeah.
Like, we could play that card 30 years ago. We can't keep playing that racism card, bro. It's not racism. It's
self-hate.
Come on now. And like I said, it's gonna take a lot for us to get that community back. And once we get back into our communities and loving on each other and, you know, watching out for each other, then that's where we're going to see the change. But until we want to do that, I don't think we want to do that. Like, we say we want to do it, but we want the government to fix us, which don't make sense at all. That's what they want. They want laws to fix us. Laws not going to fix nothing.
No.
Law's not going to fix nothing. They want us to vote our way into prosperity. We can't do that. We gotta bring ourselves into it. So
what they say, worry about yourself.
Yep.
When you elevate, you realize you in control of your life. No matter whatever the laws are, no matter whatever the government is doing, you take control of yourself. You take control of your actions, your mindset. You're gonna get in the predicament that you want to get in anyway. Period. Joe Biden can't help you.
He's not gonna help you.
Like, period.
He ain't gonna help you.
We gonna talk about the other stuff on my other podcast.
Joe Biden. You know how I feel about Joe. Joe Biden. Boy, I don't like that man. I do not like that man. But you know, I know it's politics. I know all this stuff a game anyway, so I don't even get caught up into it for real. Yeah. Shoot, like you said, you know, he ain't gonna help you, and he not. And the people he is gonna help is paying that money. So if you do want him to help you, pay that money.
Exactly.
You want to play these games? You want to play the politics game? That's what I'm saying. We could play the politics game. We could play it very well. We got to spend that money. Yeah. And we got to put that money behind somebody who's gonna be worth. Don't spend that money on Joe Biden. That's what they gonna do. and don't spend that money on Black Lives Matter. Okay, like that's not how we spend our money, bro. Y'all need to leave that alone, and let's be real. You know what I mean? Like, let's put our money into something that we can see that's tangible. Bro. Yes. Like, you can't see that money. You don't know what they're doing with that money.
Misappropriation of funds.
You know what I mean?
So now, last question: what advice do you have for anybody looking to become an entrepreneur in the tech world or getting into the tech world or any of that?
My advice would be just to start. Like, fail forward. Like, you can't do anything or get anywhere if you don't start. Like, just sitting around and wanting to do something is different than starting to do something or looking into it. And then once you figure out what you do want to do, because things change. Yeah. Like, my goals change, or my goals stay the same. My plans change, and that's the difference. Yes. My goal has always been to get into real estate, get into stocks. You know what I'm saying? Just play the game. Yeah. My goal is always to play the game. Now, the way that I want to play it has always changed. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was in the numbers and stuff. Even though I can still do it, I kind of put that on the back burner to focus on something else. And also, there's nothing wrong with pivoting. People got to understand there's nothing wrong with pivoting. Like, just because you've been doing something don't mean that you have to stay doing it.
Yes.
If you want to do something else, you want to take another route, I'm going to take another route.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So do it. So, yeah, that would be my advice. Like, just start. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with failure. I don't really look at nothing as a loss because as long as I'm learning from it, it's always a lesson to me. So it's like, I don't really think I take L's. I just, I might be, down. I might stumble a little bit, but I don't never really take an L. L is when you just give up on it. Then you down and out and you give up. That's an L to me. I don't, you know what I mean? You can see that. You can see the path that you go down when you do take that route to just give up. And it's not healthy. It's not a good, healthy path. So, you just got to stay diligent. And like I said, don't give up. Find what you want to do and find your purpose too, and find your reason. Your purpose and your reasoning is going to take you so far, because once you realize that everybody has a purpose and you're here to do something, and you find out what it is, you're going to hold on, and that's going to drive you to keep getting up every day. And your reason is going to get you up every day too, especially if you got kids or something. Like, that's your reason right there. Like, you don't really need anything else after you have kids. Like, when I had kids, it's like everything else gonna go out the window. Like, now I'm doing everything for this person that I just created. And you have to look long term. Like, you can't be thinking, of course you want to stay in the present. The future or the past ain't real right now. It's not real. But all you have is the present. But you can definitely prepare for that future. And so just taking little baby steps and getting serious about your life. Like, people don't be taking life serious
at all.
If you want to dangle on all of that until they turn, you feel me, 40 years old, and they just stuck
having a whole crisis
at 40, bro. And it's like you didn't think that life was gonna catch. I'm not saying that you can't start and do something at 40. You know what I mean? But it damn sure gonna be a little bit harder to get going, bro. You're 40, dude. Like, you're 40. But you know what I mean? But everybody got their goals. Everybody got their life. I'm not trying to, tell people how to live their life, but that's just, I know I started feeling crazy at 23.
Okay.
So I'm like, let me figure this out, dude. Let me get some stability and just tunnel vision. Like, you really gotta have tunnel vision, and you gotta, leave the outside noise alone, bro. Like, sometimes you can't hang out. Like, and you know how I get. You know I be out.
Listen, when you was in school and work,
I was not nowhere.
Head down, like.
I was not doing anything. I couldn't.
I
didn't have a choice. Like, I'm tired now. Like, I'm not going out. No. My friends just be so mad at me, especially when I first started. Oh my God, they were still hanging out. I'm like, bro, like, I want to go out so bad, but I can't. I got so bad to the point where I used to use my 4 hours that I had when I was doing the training. Like, I'd get out of school at 1 and I had to start training at 5. I had to go out there between them 4 hours, though, because it used to get so bad. Like, I just wasn't seeing them. So they're like, bro, like, you're coming out. Like, I'm not playing with you type stuff. So I had to just sacrifice that one time. Like, all right. And then go do my little stuff and then go to training.
Ooh.
So I was trying, balance too much, but it was getting to a point, where it's just like, bro, I ain't doing that no more.
Okay.
Like, I'm about to sit down. I'm about to just stay focused. And sometimes you got to sacrifice some time and, going out and hanging out. And I had, kind of took a pay cut, too, because, like, the technical job wasn't paying that much. The call center wasn't paying that much. So I ain't even had no money to go out. Anyway, so, you know what I mean? I'm like, bro, I don't even have it to go out for real. So it didn't even make no difference to me. So, and then, life just be lifing. So everything just, be playing out. And it's like, I ain't had no choice but to be in the house. But even if you do got a choice, stay in the house. Stay in the house, study, work, get your, credentials, get your certs, even go back to school, because I think I'm going to go back, to get my finance degree. I think I want to get into finance for real.
Okay.
And get into some fintech, because fintech is a real thing.
Yes.
Yeah, fintech is a real thing. So, and just have goals. Like, if you always got your goals, the plan's going to change sometimes, but your goals going to stay the same.
That's your anchor.
Yeah, that's your anchor. That's what's gonna really, you feel me, hold you down for it. So it's like, if you got all of that, bro, don't give up on yourself, bro. It might not, and get off social media.
Whoo!
Social media be having our minds so screwed and got me thinking that I'm supposed to be here and I'm supposed to have this and I'm supposed to have that. And I be feeling, a little insecure about myself sometimes too. Like, damn, bro, I'm telling you, niggas be getting money for real.
Okay.
Niggas be getting money. And I'm like, bro, these scamming niggas is getting real. I'm so mad about the PUA. I didn't get my PPP. I didn't get nothing. All I had was the unemployment. And once that dried out for me, it's a wrap. I had to go get a job again. I'm like, bro, I gotta get some money. I'm about to start scamming.
Okay.
I'm telling you, every day I was this close to scamming. I'm like, bro, give me the right play.
Okay.
All I need is 20.
Okay. I'm out the game. Let me start.
You know what I mean? You ain't even gotta tell me nothing, bro. But I just know that ain't the life for me, bro. Cause I just feel like God gonna make an example out of me.
Yeah.
Cause he be knowing. He be knowing.
You know better. You can't do that.
You can't do that. But also, I think it go down to morals too. I think a lot of people don't have morals for real.
Yeah.
So it's like they don't even think what they're doing is bad.
Exactly.
So it's like they don't.
Karma don't
even touch them. But it's like I have such a guilty conscience that I think that what I'm doing really is bad because I know it's bad.
Yes.
And so I know if I know that it's bad and I'm actively doing it, God's gonna show you. You know this was wrong. Why would you do that?
Exactly.
Now you're going to jail.
Yep. IRS gonna be calling you. You get served.
Hello. What are you talking about? So yeah, man. So you got to get off that social media, man, because that junk will drive you insane. Yes. I'm telling you, thinking you supposed to be somewhere where you're not.
And social media, I found for me personally, it made me think everything's supposed to be instant gratification.
Yeah.
And it'll take you out the long game. You be like, man, I'm supposed to have it now. I want it now.
I want it now.
What?
I want it now.
Yes. But you can't always have everything now. You got to wait a little bit,
I'm very impatient when it comes to certain things. Especially like you said, when you said you got money trauma, I got money trauma, bro.
Okay.
When I get some money, bro, I'm trying to get everything I ever wanted in my life.
Yes.
I'm going on every trip. Yes. I'm about to go spend because also at the same time, I don't even get hung up on money for real like that no more because I might not be here tomorrow.
That part.
I don't know why people keep trying to tell me, you need to save money, you need to do this, you need to do that. If I'm not here in 30 days, dude,
exactly.
You don't know where I'm going to be at. Exactly. So while I didn't did all of this, I didn't even get to enjoy the money that I did get. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to, mess my money over and all of that, but I'm not about to sit here and try to save my way to $1 million. You're not going to save your way to $1 million. I need people to understand that too.
Yes.
You're not saving your way to $1 million. You have to just make more money.
Yes.
Period. Point blank period.
You can save for your emergency fund, but after that, baby, don't hoard money.
Don't just hoard money.
It's not going to do nothing for you. Money has to work for you. Send it out to work.
You got to invest it.
Yes.
You got to invest it. And then once you do save for that little emergency, what if you got an emergency just $5,000? That's your whole savings.
Yep.
You save 6 months. You didn't thought you did something happened, especially if you're a homeowner or something. Oh, yes. Freaking got to dig up a pipe, $5,000.
Okay. My transmission went out.
$5,000.
Okay.
Need a new car. Come on now. So it's it go down to just let's be smarter and let's just make more money. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And even if, because I don't think entrepreneurship is for everybody. No. And that's why I realized, not saying that entrepreneurship wasn't for me, it was just hard trying to run a notary business.
Yes.
And use that business to live.
Yes.
I realized that you can't do both. Mm-hmm. You can't make money, you can't use your business money to pay your bills.
That part.
And I didn't realize that until I had already quit my job. I'm already, a year into this. Yeah. You know what I mean? I done been doing this for a year now. I don't really have extra money to just sit there and play with, off the notary. This is my livelihood. And then also you got downtime. Yeah. You got downtime between December and February. Get real slow for you in the real estate market. Okay? That's just what it is. So once the real estate market dry up, you feel me? Notary work dry up too. Right. I had to go get another job because they do tell you make sure you saving your money. Mm-hmm. I wasn't trying to hear that.
Okay.
I'm making racks. I'm going out of town. with my racks. What are you talking about? Save what?
Okay.
So I'm not even trying to sit here and act like I'm perfect or you know what I mean?
Nah,
Like,
yeah.
or, you know, I didn't got it figured out because I don't.
Shit, we all trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't have it figured out at all.
Millionaires trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
They just figured some stuff out on the way.
Extra stuff out
and
too.
they gonna keep doing some stuff that they found out is lucrative.
And then even when I realized that, because this is a conversation too. Like people be like, $100,000 ain't no money. It's two sides to it. Because $100,000 ain't no money.
Mm-hmm.
But to a motherfucker who never had $100,000 before,
that part,
it is some money.
Okay.
So we're not gonna keep doing that. $100,000, they be like, it's not life changing money. It's life changing money.
Yes, it is.
Especially for a single person. Now it's different when you got 2, 3, 4 kids and a husband or wife.
Yeah.
You got a family. You know what I mean? So it is looking light. But once you realize the different, like, I mean, I think I told my friends like a couple months ago, I'm like, when you really think about it, middle class, to even be considered middle class, you were making $250 or more.
Yep.
And that's the difference. Like, I growing up, I always had the idea that we were middle class. We were poor. I thought because, you know, we had a decent, we live in Oak Park. It's not the hood.
Yeah.
It ain't the suburbs. It ain't the hood. So I'm okay, Oak Park. Okay, house. You know what I mean? It didn't look like we were struggling. When I think about it, we definitely was struggling.
Okay,
Mama was not just in there, just had the, you know, the cheese for real.
Yeah.
So, you know, and she couldn't have been making over 100,000.
Yeah.
I know she wouldn't.
Yeah.
But we wasn't eating good. Like, you know what I mean? We always had food to eat, but so sometimes I couldn't get what I wanted. You know, she ain't have it. So it's like, I know we ain't middle class, you know what I mean? So I started putting it together and I started thinking about when you have kids where you do this, and you got and this is what we also don't think about. We don't think about college funds.
Yes.
We don't think about college funds. We don't think about investments. We don't think about life insurance. We don't think about health insurance. The only thing we think about is rent, utility bills, and then survival. So it's like, bro, you're not middle class, dude. Like, you're just not. Like, even at 100,000, once you incorporate life insurance, fucking college fund, fucking everything else into it, bro, that's not no money for real. So it's like, we got to start thinking bigger. Like, 250 is my minimum. I have to get to 250 to be comfortable by myself.
Yes.
So it's like, that's what I'm working toward. I'll be there in a few years. And, you know, like I said, I got to start getting patient because I thought I wanted it right now, and I thought I needed it right now, and I thought I was supposed to have it right now. And once I realized that you ain't going to get it right now if you keep thinking that you're supposed to have it right now. Yes. You keep jumping here, trying to get it. Just stay still, bro. And just work and stay on your path. It's going to come to you. Yes. It is. You just have to be patient, and you have to have what's for you. Everything ain't for you. Everything that everybody got ain't for you. And then everybody thinking that, you know, everybody living a good life. This is what they show you on the gram, bro. On Twitter, on Facebook. This is what they showing you. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
Them people be renting Airbnbs, rental cars, Turo, all types of stuff.
Come on, bro. They not even like that for real.
Exactly.
They not even like that for real. And they got real life problems just like you do, bro.
Yes.
They got real life problems. And then on the flip side of that, you got people who look really good, you know what I mean? Look like they've been doing something, but it was not overnight.
That part.
It was not overnight. They've been working on this for 7 years and they just popped.
Yes, and then you calling them an overnight success.
Overnight.
No, you didn't see them nights they was working hard, the nights where there was tears, blood, sweat, and tears.
I'm telling you.
All the failures and the trials and tribulations, the errors and the no's, you gonna get told no.
So much.
So many times. Oh my God.
So much. No is gonna be, you better get comfortable with no.
Okay.
Get comfortable with a no. No, not right now.
Yes.
All that. Because it's gonna come, but
don't take it personal.
And just I don't take nothing personal. That's another piece of advice. Don't take nothing personal. This life is not personal. Okay. It is not personal. Everybody just trying to get to their bag. If you take it personal, that's on you, bro. But me, bro, I'm about to get my money. I'm gonna figure something out, you know, so I can be good. Because it's getting real. It's getting real, especially the way that the world is going. A lot of I'm telling you, if you don't get on the train right now, if you don't get on the train right now and you don't get your head right now, you're going to fall off so crazy. Left behind. And it's gonna be one of them things where it's like, you know, like in the crisis like 2008 and stuff, and like you see people, you know, doing good and then just homeless immediately. Yes. It's going to be, and I don't want to be homeless immediately. That part. That's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary not having a roof over your head.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I be wanting something, it's like I'm grateful to just have a roof over my head.
Yes.
I'm grateful to be living. I'm grateful for my health.
Yes.
I'm grateful for the money I am making. Because there's people who ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
They're having a bad time. So
facts.
Be grateful. That's another one. Just be grateful for life.
Y'all already know. Every time I talk to y'all, I think of 5 things you're grateful for, because gratitude will change your life. I'm telling you.
Gratitude will change your life. I'm telling you.
Man.
It got to a point where I wake up and I don't have no gripes about my situation.
Yes.
Like I don't have no gripes about not having what I don't even have a car right now. I don't even have a car right now, dude, and I don't have no gripes about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I make little jokes, of course, because that's just how I get through my stuff. You know what I mean? But if I'm being truly honest, like I cannot complain.
Yeah.
Like I just can't.
Get where you need to go.
I get where I need to go.
Everything
I figure it out.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason. I'm gonna get what I want. And like I said, I think that thing happened for a reason. I think I lost my car for a reason. So it's like, all right, bro, I'm gonna figure it out like I always do.
Yes.
And that's how I know. I feel like I want to pursue happiness. I gotta go to Lansing 2 days a week. How do I get to Lansing 2 days a week with no car? You just gotta figure it out, dude.
Okay.
Because a situation like that, somebody would have been like, bro, I'm not taking that job. Because that's how I was. I'm like, bro, I never don't want to, take the internship because I gotta figure out. My mom was like, bro, figure it out later.
Okay.
And that's one thing about my mom. Like, she gonna tell you, like, bro, one, life ain't fair.
Yeah.
Life is not fair.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get over it. And 2, figure it out when you get there.
Yeah.
Like, do what you have to do. And if you can't do it, you can't do it. But don't just limit yourself because you think you can't.
Yes.
You can do it, bro.
Try it
You're
out.
going to have to figure it out. It's going to be hard. And it is hard.
Okay.
It is hard, but by the grace of God, I figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just all it is to it.
Yeah. Critical thinking and problem solving skills, man. I'm telling you, it'll take you a long way.
Very important. Very vital.
Okay. Well, last question. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Scruder6. That's SKRUDER6. Twitter, I don't really be on Twitter. Like, I mean, I do, but I don't really got a big following, or I don't really interact with people. I just be on there just scrolling. Yeah. But I'm trying to build my Twitter up. So please follow me on Twitter at chickenman_5. I need to change that. It's supposed to be 6. It's supposed to be 6. And then what else I got? I got LinkedIn.
Okay.
Hit me up on LinkedIn, Dawn Stanford. I do have another Instagram page. You can follow me, TechJordan6. I don't even post on it, but I know I'm going to start posting on it because it's like I said, I'm trying to build my content now, so I gotta utilize that page and do something with it. I ain't did nothing with it. People keep following me. I'm like, I be getting so cringed out when people follow me. Oh my God, I be like, bro, get off of here. There's nothing here. Why are you here? I made that page like 6 months ago where people keep following me. Like, stop. Get off of here. But yeah, so that was Tech Jordan. But Scruder6, again, SKRUDER6 on Instagram. Tech Jordan 6. And then chickenman_5 on Twitter.
And all that stuff will be below in the description bar. Yes. Thank you so much for coming and conversing.
I really appreciate it. This was a great conversation.
Man, yes. And listen, I'm telling y'all now, I got another podcast, Solutions for the Culture, right? She gonna be back. Because we gonna talk some other stuff.
For the culture, because you know I'm all about the culture. You know I'm all about helping us and figuring out a way to push this forward.
Okay? All right. So we will check you later. Ciao, y'all.